latest weather.
Time for weather and to check in with Cory.
Listen to that.
It's gonna be a good one.
That's the dead giveaway. This is one of my favorite stops that you make.
Thank you. And it really should be a stop for every Arizona family. Whether you're new to Arizona or you've been here for forever, you've got to come out. You are looking at the largest theater organ ever built. In 1927, this mighty Wurlitzer was built, and it has been all over the country, but now it's here at Oregon Stop Pizza, and it's a sing-along experience. And you know, you're hearing Blue Christmas right now because this is all part of Oregon Stop's big Christmas in July fundraiser for United Food Bank. They do such a great job, and boy, they have loyal fans, and the pizza's good too. So anyway, more on that in a moment. First of all, we'll talk about your weather world and see how things are going. It's going to be a pretty tough week. It's already underway. We busted a record yesterday. At the moment, we're at 114 degrees. We were shooting for about 116 today. That would be our record. And so far, we've come in just under that. But we'll see by the time this hour is up whether the National Weather Service will have recorded that 116 or not. We're going to be very close to it. There you see the numbers all around the rest of the valley, and that excessive heat warning again in effect through Friday now. So especially out along the Colorado River, temperatures will be up around 120 degrees. So you want to be extra cautious. Do not be caught outside in this kind of weather. It can really do a number on you. So let's take a look across the west, and you can see there's not much shaking out there. Usually our monsoon will have already been pushing a lot of moisture up across northern Mexico, but we're very dry and very hot right now, of course. However, by the time we get to Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, we're expecting to loosen up some of that moisture and bring it back so we can get our monsoon going. Now, here you see what's happening across the Midwest. This is what remains of Tropical Storm Beryl. It will continue to push its weather through Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio, and there you see how it's moving all the way as far east as Buffalo and Syracuse, the leading edge of that weather, that is. And man, is it miserable out east. Ugh. It's 93 in Charlotte, almost 90 in Philadelphia, but let's add in the humidity and see what it feels like for all of your friends back on the East Coast. If they're in D.C., it feels like 102. Charlotte, 103. Philly feels like about 102 as well. It's pretty tough out there. Cooler weather, of course, under what's left of that hurricane, but it's really very warm and pretty tough across the East Coast. But nothing compared to what we're seeing, that's for sure. 85 for Gila Bend tonight, 66 in Payson, mid-60s in Flagstaff, and for the Valley, we'll drop you once again to about 90 degrees. And unfortunately, things aren't going to get a whole lot better tomorrow. We're going to see numbers again pretty close to record high temperatures. And so there's a look at the rest of the state for tomorrow. 116 for Gila Bend, about 120 or 121 across the Colorado River. And there you see the rest of that 10-day stretch. And again, the good news comes for the weekend. We're going to try to knock our temperatures down a little closer to normal and bring on a bit better chance for showers and thunderstorms as we try to wrap up the weekend. So again, I'm with you guys. I can't get enough of this beautiful Oregon, and the pipes go on forever, and they surround the building inside and out. In fact, you can stand out on the street and look through a window at some of the pipes for this organ, and it's got an accordion attached to it, drums, cymbals. You know, when they talk about pulling out all the stops, it's a great phrase, but every one of those tabs that you see surrounding the keyboard is called a stop. And when you lean on every one of those beauties, well, they can't even do it. There's a law that was passed back in '64 that doesn't even allow it. It's too dangerous. Cannot do it. it's a lot of Mesa's foundations have been cracked because of it. But anyway, we'll be back. We'll talk with our organist, and we'll get the details on this great Christmas in July fundraiser for United Food Bank, and we'll look at the pizza too coming up in a few minutes.
So Cory, is that tied into Christmas in July, the Christmas trees? Is that the deal?
Yeah, this is their Christmas in July fundraiser. So if you come in with 2 cans of food or I think $2 donation, you'll get 20% off your ticket, and all the benefits will go to the United Food Bank.
Yeah, that's great.
It's fun.
That's just cooling me off looking at Christmas trees.
I know.
That's a, yeah. Hey, it's only 6 months away.
I love it.
Thank you, Cory.